Welcome back. It is September 1st, and the New York Islanders finally announced what I figured they'd be announcing anyways. So, this doesn't change my season preview for the Islanders because I already had that factored in when I said I figured they'd finish second. So, they get their restricted free agents done. Beauvillier, 3-year extension at $4.15 million per season. Sorokin, their number 1B goaltender, 3 years, $4 million per season. So Varlamov, Sorokin, both locked up. And I think both of those contracts, fair value. Casey Cizikas, what people won't like is the term. 6 years for Cizikas. It does seem a little bit long, but the term of 6 years is okay with the $2.5 million per season being the cap hit. Cizikas is a very important player to the New York Islanders, so it makes sense that he stays. Kyle Palmieri, one of the worst kept secrets being that Palmieri was going to go back. 4 years at $5 million per. And the only reason I didn't have these guys all on the depth chart for New York, is because they hadn't officially signed yet. And I can't put them on a depth chart where they haven't signed yet. It just doesn't work. So even though we knew this was coming, the one name, of course, that's still out there that people were expecting to be announced is Zach Parise. And so they announced these four, and Parise's still a free agent right now, although rumors have been that he's going to end up with the New York Islanders as well. So, yeah, there you go. The New York Islanders keeping the gang together. Makes sense. You keep everybody together, or almost everybody together, after the season that they just had, and another nice long playoff run. Lou Lamoriello, clearly working on a completely different calendar than other general managers. Today's free agent day if you're an Islanders fan. So there you go. I have an Islanders jersey on. I have a reason to wear it that's not ironic, and you're good. Speaking of contract talks, Kirill Kaprizov, here's the thing. So the KHL season starts today, so that whole September 1st deadline has come and gone, basically, because he hasn't signed in the KHL. There hasn't been any talks about it being over. But apparently both Kaprizov and the Wild have made some concessions. So that's how negotiations work. Negotiations aren't, here's what we're going to pay you, bye. Or a player saying, here's what I'm going to make, see you later. So negotiations are a little more along the lines of, okay, you're willing to pay me this, how about this? And then you sit down, you work it out. So it sounds like they're making progress on that. But what Minnesota Wild fans have been talking about too is that they're teasing the Winter Classic jersey. I'm already like, yeah, that looks fantastic, just from the little bits they're showing of the jersey. But of course, there's comments about, well, where's the Kirill signing? If you really want to get us talking, where's the Kirill signing? I just want to see some Winter Classic jerseys. So, yeah, that should be revealed, I would think, over the next few days. Doesn't make any sense to hold off on that. And, of course, I've pre-ordered them. Of course I have. Before anybody asks, of course I have. So, yeah, I'm anxious to see that Minnesota-St. Louis game this year. That should be fun. But there's also news leaking out that the NHL's looking at having a Heritage Classic game in Hamilton between the Buffalo Sabres and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, the discussion on TSN yesterday was along the lines of, so are they trolling Hamilton? I'm going to answer, no. This is simply the NHL saying, you know what? We can throw an outdoor game in Hamilton, and, it'll be really well attended, could look really good. And between Buffalo and Toronto, could be a lot of fun. So it also means that Buffalo and Toronto can do some fun heritage jerseys. And I'm all for that. I think that's a great idea. So that's what they're working on. Apparently, it hasn't been officially announced yet, but the fact that it's in mainstream press means that it's only a matter of time before it is announced. The Seattle Kraken also, while I was putting this together, have announced they've signed Riley Sheahan to a 1-year contract at $850,000. Fourth line center, can play on the wing as need be. Could also end up being a 13th forward for them. And it's a good signing. There's no risk. $850K, absolutely fine. If they end up, moving him out at the deadline as a rental, that works too. And it just adds another body to Seattle's forward group, who may very well be capable of surprising some people. And then I think Sheahan's a pretty good player. The offense has never really got there, but I think he can be useful. So we'll see how it goes. Also, the Seattle Kraken organization was part of a fundraiser. I think they raised $3 million altogether to help save the hockey program at the University of Alaska Anchorage. The problem is the coaches are gone, the players are gone, so that program will be restarted next year. So it's always nice to see a college hockey program saved, and Seattle helped save that in Alaska. So all the best to the University of Anchorage, Alaska, and not a bad move there by Seattle. So I'm looking forward to in about a month and a half's time now, we'll have the regular season started, and we'll see just what Seattle's able to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.